Students, so today I will discuss answers of worksheet 2 of lesson number 2, as I had already gave you all the worksheet for your holiday homework. So today I am going to discuss their answers. So this is worksheet 2 of lesson number 2. So here its first question is multiple choice type, and its first part is cell membrane is made up of. Its answer is cell membrane is made up of lipoprotein. So its answer is lipoprotein. Okay, kindly listen all the answers very carefully and match your answer with this video. Next question is, the cell organelle have their own DNA. So which cell organelle have their own DNA? Is it plastid, cell wall, endoplasmic reticulum, or mitochondria? So which cell organelle have their own DNA? So it is mitochondria is the cell organelle which have their own DNA. Okay, so here you can write mitochondria is the cell organelle. You just mark a tick over there. This is mitochondria is a cell organelle which have their own DNA. So, and its next question is, which cell nuclear membrane is absent? So in which cell nuclear membrane is absent? In prokaryotic cell nuclear membrane is absent. So its answer is prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell does not have nuclear membrane. So its answer is prokaryotic cell. Now next question is, dash called non-living substances of cell. Which are called non-living substances of cell? Mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, ribosome, or granules. So its answer is granules. Granules are called non-living substances of cell. So first answer of first question is lipoprotein, second question is mitochondria, third question is prokaryotic cell, and fourth question is granules. Now there is second part, which is very short answer type. So it is asking, name the cell organelle concerned with. You have to write down the name of the cell organelle. So first is packaging and transport of food. So the cell organelle which is concerned with this function is endoplasmic reticulum. So its answer is endoplasmic reticulum. Next is store energy in the form of ATP. So which cell organelle store energy in the form of ATP? Its answer is mitochondria. Next question is, provide rigidity and shape to the cell. So which cell organelle provide rigidity and shape to the cell? Its answer is cell wall. Next is, found only in plant cell. They are various type depending on their color. So this cell organelle is only found in plant cell, and depending on their color we can classify into different type. So its answer is plastids. As you all know, we can classify the plastids in different type: xanthinophils, okay, leucoplast, chromoplast, chloroplast. So these are the different type of plastids we can classify. Next question is question number C. Its question first is, what are stem cells? How does it help in medical science? So you just open page number 20. Just open page number 20. You just write down from this, what are stem cells? Just write down its second stanza. Just open page number 20. You can see stem cells there. In extra, there is a block, extra information which is given on your book. So over there is a second line. In second line you can write down from, stem cell is an undifferentiated cell in the embryo or adult which can undergo unlimited division and can give rise to one or several different cell types. So what is stem cell? You have to write down from stem cell to different types. Now how it will help in medical science? So how it will help in medical science? It will help in medical science by transferring stem cells, embryonic stem cells. We can cure, you can write down, for example, You can write it down like this. For example, a 9-year-old girl, Thamaira from Chennai, was cured of serious genetic blood diseases called thalassemia through the stem cell taken from umbilical cord during the birth of her younger brother. So you can write down from here a 9-year-old younger brother. Okay, so this is your answer number 2 of short question answer. Next is explain by giving 2 examples of cellular activity performed by a cell of living organism. So you have to explain the cellular activity of the cell, like what are the cellular activity performed by the cell by giving 2 examples. So just open page number of lesson number 2. Just open page number. Just open page number 19. Just open page number 19. There is a topic. On page number 19, there is a topic. Every activity of a living organism is the outcome of cellular activity. So you have to write down any 2 examples of the cellular activity. So there are 14 points of the cellular activity, different type of cellular activity performed by the cell. From these 14 points, you have to write down any 2 points. Any 2 points. From these 14 points, you have to write down any 2 points. Either you can write down this circulation of blood, or you can write down feeding and nutrition, or you can write down the body protection. You can write down any 2 points from all these 14 points. Okay. Now there will be another question. Question number 3 is, what is protoplasm? Name its chemical composition, which is common in all organisms. So what is protoplasm? First you have to define it. What is protoplasm? And then you have to answer this question, like name its chemical composition. You have to name any chemical composition which is common in all living organism. Okay, so what is protoplasm? So you have to write down on page number 18. It's given protoplasm. On page number 18, it's given over there. It is the total living substances of a cell, that is cytoplasm and the nucleus. So what is protoplasm? It is the total living substances of the cell of the cytoplasm and the nucleus. And what are the components which is common in all living organisms? So you have to write down like this. The chemical composition, there is a second stanza. From the topic of protoplasm, there is a second stanza. The chemical composition, you have to write down from here. The chemical composition of protoplasm, from 3rd line, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. From its 3rd line, you have to write down the composition of protoplasm, such as carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, iron and phosphorus are the same in all cells. Okay, so its second part answer is from the 3rd last line. From the 3rd line, there will be a D from the till in all cells. So this is the answer of protoplasm. Next question is difference between cell wall and cell membrane. So you have to write down the difference between cell wall and the cell membrane. So I have written the differences between cell wall and cell membrane. You can check it from here. So its first point is cell wall. It is found only in plant cell only, as you all know. Cell membrane, it is found in plant. Cell wall, it is found in only plant cell. And cell membrane, it is found in both plant as well as animal cell. Cell wall, it gives rigidity and shape to the plant, and cell membrane, it maintains the shape of cell in animal cell. Next, it is freely permeable membrane. Cell wall is freely permeable membrane. It is semi-permeable membrane. Next, cell wall, it is made up of a non-living component called cellulose, and it is made up of a living component called lipoprotein. So these are the main differences of cell wall and cell membrane. You can check it from here and you just write it down on your notebook. Okay, I think I think I have cleared you all the points. So now next question is difference between simple and complex microscope. Short question answers. Last question is difference between simple and complex microscope. So I have written it over here, simple microscope and compound microscope. So in simple microscope you have to write down, first point is it was constructed by Antino van Leeuwenhoek. And in compound microscope you have to write down it was constructed by Robert Hooke. It was constructed by Robert Hooke. Next point is it consists single biconvex lens. It consists two lenses. This consists single biconvex lens. This consists two biconvex lens. Its magnify power is 200 times and its magnify power is 2000 times. Okay, so these are the main differences between simple and compound microscope. You just check it from here and write down in your fair notebook. Okay, so I have cleared you all the answers of short question answers. I have discussed all the answers of short question answer. Now I am going to discuss long question answers. So long question answers, first question is centrioles are found in only animal cell, not in plant cell. Why? So there is question number first which have 4 parts. So question number first having 4 parts. So part A is centriole are found in only animal cell, not in plant cell. Why? Because you have to write it down like this. I am dictating it. Just listen it very carefully and write it down in your notebook. Because in plant cell, centrioles were replaced by a small tubule-like structure called microtubule, which help in dividing of the cell. So I'm repeating it again. Because in plant cell, centrioles were replaced by a small tubule-like structure called microtubules, which help in dividing of cell. Got it? Now next question is why are anthocyanins not associated with plastids? So why are anthocyanins not associated with plastids? Because I'm dictating it, just write it down. Because anthocyanins is a pigment which present in cell sap, SAP, which present in cell sap in vacuole, that gives blue, green, purple color to the vegetables and fruits. Okay, so it's also given on page number, it's also mentioned on page number 13. This is coloring pigment of anthocyanins. So you have to write it down like this. Because anthocyanins present in cell sap of cell vacuole, I am dictating it again. Because anthocyanin present in cell sap of cell vacuoles and it gives red, purple, blue color to the fruits and vegetables. Now you have to draw a well-labeled diagram of animal cell. So it's mentioned on your book. On page number 12, you have to draw page number 12 diagram on your fair notebook. So on page number 12, it's mentioned over there. It's given over there. Just draw it on your fair notebook. And diagram should be neat and properly labeled. Okay. Now, next question is name the living part of the cell which are present in cytoplasm. So you have to write down all the living part of the cell. Only living part. So open page number 11. It's mentioned over there part of a cell, living part and non-living part. In living part, you have to write down from cell membrane, endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, ribosome till plastids. Okay. So you have to write down all. You have to write down from cell membrane to chromatin fiber. These are all living part of the cell. You have to write down like this: living parts, cell membrane. Okay, this is the cell membrane, and in cytoplasm living parts are endoplasmic reticulum to plastid, and in nucleus the living parts are from nuclear membrane to chromatin fiber. So you have to write it down like this: living parts of cell membrane. In the cytoplasm you have to write down from endoplasmic reticulum to plastids, and in the nucleus from nuclear membrane to chromatin fiber. You don't need to write down non-living part because it is not mentioned in your question. Your question is asking for only living part, not for non-living part. So don't write this non-living parts in your fair notebook. Just write down living part cell membrane. In the cytoplasm these are the living parts, and in the nucleus these are the living parts. Okay, no need to write down the non-living parts. Okay, so next is given below are the sketches of two types. Next question number second is there are two types of sketches of cell. So number first A, number B. So you have to first name which is the bacterial cell and why. So from A and B you have to write down which is the bacterial cell, and you have to provide the reason also, like why it is bacterial cell. So its answer is B. B is the bacterial cell because you can see chromatin fiber are openly present in the cytoplasm. Okay, there will be no nuclear membrane around it. Chromatin fiber does not contain any nuclear membranes around it. So its answer B is bacterial cell because there will be no nuclear membrane around the chromatin fiber. Okay, because nuclear membrane is absent in bacterial cell. So there will be no nuclear membrane in bacterial cell. So this is the answer B. Label part A, B, C and D. You have to label A part. So you have to label A part. This is the cell membrane and this second layer is the cell membrane. Okay. Sorry. Second layer is the capsule. This is the capsule. Number B is chromatin fiber. Number B is chromatin fiber. Number C is this is a plasmid. Plasmid is a circular DNA. So C is plasmid and D is mesosome. Okay, so you can check it from here also. In your book it is also given. Okay, it's given on page number 17. So I will discuss with you again. So A is cell membrane. In this A is capsule. In bacterial cell A is capsule. B is chromatin fiber. In this B is also chromatin fiber. C is plasmid and D is mesosome. Next, given any two major difference between A and B. So you have to write down the difference between animal cell. Okay. Animal cell is a eukaryotic cell and B is prokaryotic cell. So it's given on page number, just open page number 18. On page number 18 it's given so you have to write down the differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. It's given on page number 18. Write down all the four major differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. So this is the answer of your question. Okay, next question is dash are called protective layer of bacterial cell. So dash are called protective layer of bacterial cell. Which are called protective layer of bacterial cell? So you have to write down capsule. So its answer is capsule. One second. So its answer is capsule. So capsule is the protective layer of the bacterial cell. Okay, so I have discussed all the answers of worksheet 2 of lesson number 2.